What is going, guys? My name is Feast. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to REN. This is Jenny's Tale. So I think the last one that we reacted to, I think it was Violet's Tale. I had to rethink for a second. So we just reacted to Violet's Tale, and I'm pretty sure that starts this whole trilogy that he's got, because then during Violet's Tale we learned about Jenny and Screech, and there's also another video about the tale of Jenny and Screech, but it feels like it's the same thing, so I don't know, we'll check. But today we're going to be reacting to Jenny's Tale. As always, original video down in the comments down below. If there is anything you want me to react to, please let me know, as I'm really trying to branch out of my content, and of course just react to things that you guys would like to react to. And of course, if you enjoy my opinion or my outlook on things, or just want to see my raw reaction, please let me know, as I just want to provide the best for you guys, and I just want everybody to be happy and we just all enjoy and just have a nice time. So sit back, eat some food, whatever you gotta do, and we're gonna get into REN Jenny's Tale. I do have captions on just because sometimes it's hard for me to understand some things, and I also try my best to not miss things. If there is anything I miss in the comments, definitely let me know.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Wow. Jeez, so I don't fully understand the context at the end. I don't know if that, I'm assuming that just means that Jenny died. I'm not sure about the context. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. But regardless, it's pretty much the same outcome. Of course, obviously, it's way worse if she did die. But, man, so I can't really speak to, to that circumstance. I've, fortunately never really had to, walk from home and stuff. I feel like, I mean, every city's different. I grew up in a country state, so we pretty much drive everywhere or get a ride home or something. So there's not really anywhere that I've really had to just kind of randomly walk somewhere that I'm not used to, or a long distance before home or my destination. So I guess, just kind of the obvious advice is, You know, and again, it's something you hear about all the time, about people getting robbed and going missing, and not coming back home on time, or not, arriving at curfew like they were supposed to be or whatever. And it's very sad to see. I mean, my only bit of advice, and it's really dumb advice at the end of the day, because you hear everybody would say the same thing, is, find somebody to walk with you, find somebody to drive you home and stuff. And I think that's kind of the scary thing, because you're out there with a bunch of strangers and stuff. Maybe you have coworkers, maybe you have friends, or school or something, or some type of family. It is way more important that you reach out to somebody that you're not comfortable with, like, let's say like a family member or something, like, I don't want to bother them, I don't want them to drive me home, I hate listening to them because every time I talk to my grandma she always nags at me, whatever. Like, it is way better in that scenario rather than just to do it on your own, be alone, and something happen to you. I think that's kind of the most overlooked thing, is a lot of people either don't want to bother somebody, they don't really fully like their family or some of their friends, but at the end of the day, it is obviously way better for you to deal with those small circumstances and get into something that could be very harsh and could be life-threatening. So I think that's kind of the more important thing, is, trying to step a little bit out of your comfort zone if you're going to have a long walk from home or going somewheres or whatever the case may be. Just trying to be as safe as you possibly can, and definitely always being surrounded by some type of company, I think is definitely the most important factor. I would hope that, you've pretty much gone through every option that you can before you decide to do things on your own. And, and the other common thing that people say too is like, I got a knife on me, I got protection, I got a gun, if somebody tries to rob me or something, I'll shoot them, whatever. And it's like, those things are always up in the air, and even if it's self-defense, it could be the way that it's perceived. It could go to court the wrong way, or, if it is self-defense and you could end up harmed, if you end up involved in a couple people during it, whatever the case may be. It's more important to find the safety factor than it is the self-defense factor. Of course, obviously you need to, if you're doing something of that nature, or walking home from school or to work or to home, or whatever the case may be, it's always important that you have something to protect yourself with. But that doesn't need to be the priority. The priority definitely needs to be some type of loved one or friend or something that can, accompany you or just give you a short ride home or whatever. Even if it's like $5 worth of gas or something, it's way more important to bug somebody just for a little bit, even though you don't want to, rather than to lose your life or end up being, severely hurt or injured. And of course, obviously, if you have your own family, if you're a dad or a mom, or take care of, kids, or, your brother or sisters, whatever, it's way more important that you're here rather than making a decision where you're not. So truly, if anybody has those circumstances, definitely reach out. And there's always people out there. Everybody wants the best for you. And even though it may not look like it, there's a lot of people that you look at and you're like, they don't care about me. They don't give a crap and stuff. But when it comes to your safety, it definitely would. You just have to approach it the right way and just genuinely just say, hey, I just feel uncomfortable. Last time I walked down this alley, I just was really scared, really nervous. Can you take me home? It's just a simple ask, and the worst they can say is no. And I would much rather bother somebody and get a no rather than not bother them at all and something end up happening and not even know that I tried. Whether even if you did just get robbed, like you just lost your wallet and your phone or something, those things can always be retained. It of course sucks, but definitely weigh out your options before taking matters into your own hand, because even at the end of the day, even a freaking black belt that's really good at combat, even they can get rolled over. It just takes one shot, just takes a couple dudes, a gang, whatever the heck it may be. So definitely just be safe when you're out there and stuff. And in correlation, of course, to Jenny's tale, that's obviously awful. That's definitely the last thing somebody wants to hear is, hey, I'll be home in 20 minutes, and you never see him again. And it happens all the time. You see it again all over the news and stuff, and it's awful. So definitely exercise all the options you have before deciding to do things on your own. But as always, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm sorry I've been kind of rambling over. I was trying to get everything out of my head, and it wasn't leaving the way that I wanted to do. But I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. If you have anything you want me to react to, please let me know down below. The video after this will probably be Screech's Tale, so we can kind of get a wrap-up of everything that's happened. And as always, I appreciate you guys, and my name is Feeds, and we're out, guys. Peace.